So let's see what's wrong with this Schumacher battery charger. So this is my old Schumacher battery charger I've had forever. It was at my dad's for a long time, and he thinks it got wet. I don't know, it doesn't look like it's in the best shape, but it did stop working. However, these are, in my opinion, the best. Let's say the best battery chargers, because unlike the new ones, these work all the time. You plug it in, it'll charge a dead battery. These new chargers have all microchips, and they don't allow you to do that. And also, this has a start feature, 50 amps. It'll start your car. That's kind of what I always liked. 30 amp and a 10 amp. It doesn't do lower than 10 amp, but you can get other chargers for that. But let's take it apart, see what's inside these guys. Not much to it. A few screws on the side, which I loosened. And you'll be surprised how little goes on inside this guy. It's a big box with nothing in it. It's probably for protection. Voila! So, as far as I know, we got different windings that makes your different charging output. I don't see anything jumping out at me. So we're going to plug it in and I'll check some volts and amps. See what's, maybe this is the 2 amp, the 10 amp, and then the 50 or something like that, you know, something to that effect, or the 50 is all 4. But let's see what's going on. All right, let's start with this voltage. We should be getting, you know, it's going to be DC volts it's putting out to charge a battery. I'm going to put it in the, doesn't have an off.
Yes, it does have an off. See, I'm mistaking this with my other charger. So it's off in the middle, 10 amp down, and 30 and 50 amp are up.
My electronics knowledge is dwindling over the years, but 16 meg, let's say like mega ohms or something, MGs. I don't know. You guys chime in. You can tell me. I'm going to go look it up, though. See what all this stuff does. See if we can get some readings elsewhere. 2 volts. Yeah, you can see it's a, that's on 30 amp. Something's burnt out, I would say, in this thing. Ooh. There's a little pop in the switch here. Switch feels good. Sometimes when switches go bad, you really feel it. So, all right, I was almost there. These are heat sink diodes, according to Schumacher's website. So you can get parts of these. I'm not saying that's a problem, but that one had lower resistance. Let's see, how can you measure? Only one terminal. This does have a diode check on it. I think they're only allowed, the diode only allows electricity to go one direction. But how would that work in a heat sink? I guess, yeah, you don't want it backfeeding. Maybe we'll try a diode test. See a lot of corrosion down in here. That's where this makes contact with the heat sink. I don't know. We'll just try cleaning that up. I think it's corrosion. It's not like an insulator. Oops, let me look through the camera, sorry. Yeah, I hope I'm not ruining it. It does look like all these parts are readily available, though, which is cool. Yeah, I wonder if that is like insulation material. Oops. Someone's watching this like, you're making it worse, Mike. Yeah, but down in here, see, I thought one of these was chafed, but it's just the grease on there. That one there, I think. But, all right, let's get this back together. Maybe we'll even put a battery on it and see what it does. Because, like I said, it was intermittent. One day I went to hook it up and it wasn't charging. Well, look at that. She's putting out 15 volts on 10 amp. If we tested it without a battery, it was 11-ish, 12 volts. So I didn't think this had any microprocessor. No, it doesn't. There's nothing. Wonder how that works. How does it know? If I go to that 30 amp.
Ugh, more confusion here. Yeah, I went to the middle thinking it was 30 amp. It's really the off switch. So yes, I'm not getting voltage, which is normal. So I don't know if I think we'll get ahead here. I think I still do have a bad diode though.
Yeah, like that. See just the meter. Yes, it's at 11 volts without a battery in the system. Maybe these things are smarter than you think. And nothing. Like 50 amp. Yeah, I got that on. Yeah. Interesting. Clean these up too. This spring is super weak compared to this one, but should be getting a good connection still. Maybe I'll just throw this on the internet and somebody smart enough can tell me what the issue is. We know this switch appears to be good, although in that middle position it's not doing voltage. I don't have an amp clamp for this, so I can't measure amperage properly. If I try and do it, it'll pop the fuse in this meter. Anything above 10 amp, it sets. And I've done that before, so I don't want to do that. Where's the... I don't remember this working either recently. Alright, maybe I'll throw it up and you tell me what's wrong. That's the newer version of that. I bought this maybe 2 or 3 years ago, because this one was back here in Massachusetts and I was in California, and Amazon would not ship this to California because of something. So funny, I found it on the site Jet. It was around for like a minute, I don't know, and it was like super cheap and free shipping. Bought it. Manual. I love it. And this one goes, yeah, 2 amp, 10 amp, 50. What's the model number? SE1052. See, that was SE1250. Yeah, let's pop this one open, see what looks different. I'm going to tell you what's different. It's got tamper-proof T15 Torx. They don't want you doing anything to your own products. Yeah, you could get this repaired. You know, you just take it to the local shop. The repair guy, you know, they're on every corner. Oh no, they're not. That we did away with that. We just throw things away when they don't work. So they're actually trying to pass a law. Listen to the news, a right to repair law for manufacturers. So they're going after all these, yeah, like washer dryers, you know, big ticket items. And they're trying to pass it so that you can't make your products just to be thrown away. You've got to make them so they can be repaired again. I think that's a great idea. They kind of did that with cars. They went after them, like, hey, you can't, no, you can take it to any shop. They need to be able to use OBD2. That was the big thing with OBD2 when it came out. It has to be universal. Well, I think one of the fighters was BMW. They're like, nope, we want only our technicians looking at our vehicles. We don't want anyone else. So they lost. Good for us, right? All right, so this is, yeah, this looks more like the model I was looking at online. A little more technology over the years. They encase these, it looks like in plastic now. It looks like the same ones. Maybe I can just do a comparison, measurements. My gauge here. These are going into, oh, look at that, look at it all wired. Yeah, a newer version of my old beast, basically that's a transformer, I believe, is what so, let's see if we can get some different measurements. Testing this one, I'm second guessing myself. 1.4 mega ohms. They are diodes, so you can only test it in one direction. Did I test those that way? Or did I have it reversed? No, I must have. They can short open or short close. Let me go back and check those. Maybe maybe I've had diode. Bear with me. Going back here. We think we got me a bad diode. So if I test this first one in the proper route, I'll put in the, you get that positive? You can't see what I'm doing. Positive, got 2 ohms. If I go over to this one, I got an open. Nope, I lied, I don't have an open. All right, what did I do? Did I do positive here? Okay, so yeah, if I do it that way, that's open, because that means it's the right direction. I go here, I got power, so that tells me it's shorted. It's shorted open in both directions. Same here. Oop. Same here, maybe? Yeah, so these two, I think I have a bad diode right here on the rectum fire. So going that direction, it's good. It's going, it's flowing power both directions, or power, because I'm measuring resistance, so it's that diode's no good. Does that make sense? Like I said, they only flow power one direction. That's the function of a diode. Okay, well that's good to know, but that's probably only part of the problem with this. Maybe. That's probably the diode that for the 30 amp circuit, the middle one. And maybe just the intermittent working was coincidence, maybe some dirt. I don't know, either way, throw the video up. Like it, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell you I love you. Tell me you love me? I don't know, whatever you want to do.